Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy off the play fake. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ready? 65 cat, 65 cat.
2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Quick hitter here is complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted. Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
McCarthy going to throw again. Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And this throw will be intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost...
And shutting him off, now open field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Niners at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
You talk about this Miami defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 44 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. These two teams all tied after one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On play action. Now McCarthy.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
J.J. McCarthy.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Moore, the man in motion.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
18 Rattler. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Go. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. 23 yards the pickup there.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the 1st down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Flush to his right. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at the 20. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. To the air with McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. Got a man, that's Leggett.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, we saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. He's got his guys a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far.
Here's a diving catch right side. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Moore, the motion man. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On play action, McCarthy.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now McCarthy.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had.
All wide open, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Let's go now. Go.
McCarthy off the play fake.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. And he's got Booker. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now the first carry here for their running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
This is 1st and 10.
19 tight. Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Russell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. Here's Booker on the catch.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Now 1st and goal.
60 Bobcats. 60. Come on. Set.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. Here comes 2nd down. To the air with McCarthy. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.